Welcome to our channel. In the last session, we discussed a hardware-based solution to the synchronization problem. Now, in this session, we are moving to a software-based solution, that is semaphore. What is mean by semaphore? Semaphore is simply an integer variable which is used to manage concurrent processes. That is, semaphore variable is shared by multiple processes. Now, once we initialize a semaphore can be accessed by any processes, but with two atomic operations. Any process access the semaphore by using two atomic operations. The operations are, one is wait operation, second one is signal operation. What is mean by atomic? All or none. Suppose if you call one operation, within that how many instructions are there? All the instructions needs to be executed. In the middle it is not possible to come out, or no instruction is not executed, either complete or none. Such is called atomic operation. So here wait and signals are the atomic operations. Now we will discuss what is wait operation and signal operation, how it is provides solution to the synchronization. Now move step by step. First, coming to wait operation. So wait is called testing. That is to test whether any process is in the critical section or not. Why? Only one process is allowed to enter into the critical section. If any process is already in the critical section, no other process is allowed. That is the reason first you need to test. For testing purpose, we are using the wait operation. Now, signal operation. The purpose of signal is just to increment the value of semaphore by 1. Just to increment the value of semaphore by 1. What are the operations that we are going to perform? Now I will write each and every operation. First to move to wait of S. Here S is my semaphore. This is used by multiple resources. Okay. Within that, first I return while S less than or equal to 0, semicolon, S minus minus. This is the logic I return. After that, I return signal operation, signal of S. Within this, we are just to increment the value of semaphore. Now understand the meaning. S value, S is my semaphore. First to enter into the loop. If S value is less than or equal to 0, initially S is equal to 1. If S is equal to 1, assume 1 less than or equal to 0, condition false. Whenever the condition false, in the sense there is no process in the critical section. That is, I am testing. So here I am testing whether this condition is true or false. Suppose if the condition is false, in the sense no process is in the critical section and decrement the value, the process is allowed to enter into the critical section. Suppose, assume if the condition is true, here I return semicolon. What happened? If you return semicolon, in the sense the loop is repeated infinite number of times until the condition false. That means here no operation is performed. Whenever this is true, no operation is performed. Anyway, I will explain this one by considering one example, then it is very easy. Before that, you need to know what are the different types of semaphores. Mainly, we have two types of semaphores. One is binary semaphore, second one is counting semaphore. Binary semaphore means semaphore takes a value either 0 or 1. Counting semaphore means here we have a resource. Resource have multiple number of instances. So counting semaphore, here the value of the semaphore is number of instances of the resource. Anyway, I will explain with one example, then it is very easy. First, coming to binary semaphore. So mutex. What is mean by mutex? Generally, the binary semaphore is called mutual exclusion. So mutex, mutual exclusive lock, we are using binary semaphore. It is also called as mutex. Initially, my semaphore, here mutex is my semaphore name. The mutex value is equal to 1, do while First, I am calling weight of mutex, critical section. After that, signal of mutex and remainder section and close. So this is the general scenario. Now if you understand carefully, first the semaphore value is equal to 1, weight of mutex. Simply it calls the weight function. Now what is the value of s? The value of s is equal to 1 while 1 less than or equal to 0. That is condition false. Whenever the condition false, while loop is not executed. While loop is not executed, move to here and s value is equal to 0. And meanwhile, what happened? The process P1 enter into the critical section. Suppose I have two process P1 and P2. First, this is called by P1. Assume this logic is called by P1. Now P1 calls weight of mutex. Now mutex value is equal to 1. 1 less than or equal to 0. Condition false. So if the condition false, in the sense the P1 is enter into the critical section, immediately S value is decremented. Now S is equal to 0. For example, while P2 wants to enter into the critical section, what happened? This is called by P2. Weight of mutex. Simply it calls weight of S. What is the S value? S is already updated. Now S value is equal to 0. While 0 less than or equal to 0, the condition is true. This is infinite. If the condition is true means it is repeated until condition fail. Until the condition fail. That means process P2 is weighted state. Process P2 is in the infinite loop. You got it? That means by using this semaphore, only one process enter into the critical section. Suppose if my critical section operation is completed, after that signal of mutex. So immediately it calls signal. What the signal do? Increments the semaphore value by 1. So S value is equal to 1. Whenever S is equal to 1, now process P2 1 less than or equal to 0, the condition fail. Now process P2 enter into the critical section. Again S value is equal to 0. No other process is not allowed. Clear? That is the concept. Simply weight operation decrement the value, signal operation increment the value of the semaphore. This is an example of binary semaphore. The similar sense we can do for counting semaphore also. Assume we have a resource. Assume we have a resource. The number of instances are 2. Now counting semaphore. What is the value of S? The value of S is equal to 2. One resource, 2 instances means 2 process at a time can use the resource. Similar logic. Assume I have 3 process P0, P1, P2. First to P0 call weight of mutex. Now what is the value of S? The S value is equal to 2. 2 less than or equal to 0. Condition fail. So P0 enter into the critical section. And using one instance of the resource and S value is decremented. Previously it is to S value is decremented. Now P1 call the same weight of mutex. What is the value of S right now? 1. 1 less than or equal to 0. Again the condition is true. So P1 is also enter into the critical section. There is no problem. Why? Because in the previous case we have only one instance of the resource. In this case I have 2 instances. That means maximum 2 process can utilize and S value is reduced to 0. If P2 wants to enter, call the same mutex. S value is equal to 0. 0 less than or equal to 0. The condition false. Simply it is in the infinite loop. Now you got it? This way we are providing solution to the synchronization problem. Anyway, this semaphore has many disadvantages like busy waiting, deadlock, starvation. We will discuss all the disadvantages of semaphores in the next lecture. Thank you.